So I'm not sure how I became aware of you through social media, of course.
Right.
I don't know if I saw that you was running, you contacted us, whatever. But you are running as a write-in candidate for the Yonkers City Court Judge.
Yes, that's correct.
Why?
Why?
First.
Okay.
No, why
Oh,
write-in?
sorry,
Right?
okay.
No, why?
So let me just start off by saying my name again.
Oh,
because
pull your mic to you. I want you to
Is it
pull it.
closer?
I want
Sorry, I'm
everybody
not
to hear
used to
you.
It's got to
Okay.
be like
Right
here.
here,
I
right
want to make sure
Yeah.
everybody hears
You
you.
got to be
Yeah.
close to kissing it.
No, not that close, but yeah, that's good
I
enough.
said close to kissing, not
Okay.
kissing.
Yes. So I'm going to say my name again, and I'm going to spell it for everyone. It's KarenBest, because that's very important as a writing candidate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Writing.
You have to write it
You
have to
correctly.
write it
People
correctly.
have to know who you're writing in, so they can count it. So one of the reasons why I'm running as a writing candidate is because I'll just take it from the start. I worked in Yonkers City Court for 4 to 5 years as a legal aid attorney for Westchester County and also part of 18B after that. And one of the judges found out that I was working and currently working as an administrative law judge in the Bronx, DMV. So my title is judge. So he said, why don't you come back to Yonkers City Court and become a real judge? And at the time, I grew up in Queens, and I said, this is an honor. A guy, not even just a guy, a judge, one of the judges in Yonkers City Court is asking me to be his colleague. And I said, I'll do it. And I took the time, I found a place to live, to buy, and I moved up to Yonkers, and I said, this is it. I made the commitment. I want to do this. And I reached out to various members of the Democratic Party, and I was ignored. So
Say that again, please.
Not the Yonkers Democratic Party. Come on.
When I said why,
Never
this
then.
is where I was going. So
I was
please.
ignored. So for me, and I tell everyone, what do you do when someone ignores you? Do you just turn around and walk away, or do you forge a path for yourself? And I was taught to forge a path for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. If you don't want to help me make a name for myself and get my name out there and let people know that I'm ready and I'm back in Yonkers to work, I will do it myself.
I just want to applaud you first and foremost. My partner Damon K. Jones and myself, I've already shared this with you. I have read your credentials and your resume, and I have to be honest, it screams DA. And if this does not work out, I want to see you run for the Westchester DA against Scarpino, because I think your credentials, I'm not telling you not to run in this election.
Right.
What I'm saying is, though, I believe that your credentials are qualified to be our next DA. And I'm just saying that because me and Damon Jones had looked at it. And so everybody knows, just run down your resume a little bit for me.
So right now I'm at the Bronx DMV again. I'm an administrative law judge, so people can call me judge right now. And I've been there for over 2 years. I worked for legal aid for 4 to 5 years. I actually quickly worked at New York City Police Department, but I didn't like the politics there, so I left. So I didn't even put that on my resume. I'm only going to put things that I'm proud of doing. And for me,
How long were you with the NYPD?
less than a year.
Okay.
So for me,
Can I ask why you left?
like I said,
She
politics.
didn't like the politics.
Okay,
she
no,
said.
I just wanted to see.
Right, and I can't really go into
Okay,
it because,
that's-
but it's the politics.
This is the show
of
we
it.
ask those questions.
I
We ask all
know,
those questions.
but you can read into it was politics.
Okay, I got you.
And for me, becoming a legal aid attorney was my lifelong dream. Since I was in elementary school, I wanted to be a lawyer. And the person that inspired me, which I'm pretty sure inspired a lot of young black women to become lawyers, was Felicia Rashad, who was on The Cosby Show. And I actually got to meet her. She was doing a play over by NYU a couple years ago, and I bought front row tickets, and I waited for her in the back, and I said, you probably hear this a lot, but you inspired me to be a lawyer. And I showed her my attorney ID, and she said, you know what? The woman in front of you said the same thing.
Oh, wow.
So she's inspired a lot of young girls to become lawyers and to achieve their dream, and I'm hoping that I can do the same, whether by doing this or doing something else. Because a lot of times, not just as a black woman, as a woman in general, we're told that we can't do certain things, or you have to do things in a certain way and eventually you'll get there. But like I said, if someone doesn't want to help you, you help yourself.
Absolutely.
If someone doesn't want to open a door, you find another one, or you figuratively kick that one down. That's how you have to be in life. You don't ask for things. I don't look for a handout, but I don't mind a hand up. I've worked hard, and I'm only 36 years old, and I tell people
that's what I was going to ask you next. I said you look kind of young to be a judge.
I'm 36.
Okay.
Yes.
But can I ask why you're doing a write-in? Why are you not on the ballot?
Well, when I first contacted let me just say this. I didn't even know a position was available this year.
Okay.
So it's not like the president where, every 4 years there's a position available. And I'm not a politician, so I don't know how it works. I would need someone to help me and explain to me how to even go about getting on the ballot. Because I'm thinking, well, I know you have to be under the Democratic Party or the Republican or the Green or the Working Family, but how do you do that? The average person isn't into politics. You don't know how to. You have to get signatures or petition. I didn't know the position was available. And that's why I said once I was here and I'm reaching out, I'm getting ignored.
So now you reached out to the Democratic Party and they said what?
Nothing.
You told them that you wanted to run and they didn't give you no information?
He says nothing anyways.
No, but I mean,
nobody.
You called them.
I didn't call. Let me just explain.
Okay.
So the judge that recommended me, he gave me the person's number, and I called, left a message, let some time go back. I called again, left a message, and then I reached out to someone else that I know was important in the party. They told me to call him in a few days after they reach out. I call in a few days. I leave a message. Nothing. And then I finally I emailed him also. Nothing. And then he finally reached out to me through his people and set up a breakfast meeting, and it was postponed. And then after that breakfast meeting was postponed, we had another date. I tried to get to meetings early, so I got there. It was supposed to be 8:30. I got there about 8:15. Waited till 8:45 because it was for 8:30. And I texted him. I said, "Hey, I'm here. Are you still coming?" And he said, "No, I can't." I understand that he had a sick family member, but no one told me that he wouldn't be able to make it. And for me, I just felt like I believed him. I understand, but it was just like all I needed was the rain coming down on my face to feel just a little stupid. So for me, it was just like I tried every single way to reach out. What else was I? That's what I'm saying. What else was I supposed to do?
Now let me ask you a question, just for the people listening that don't know you, don't know the situation. I understand about people wasting your time. I am big on that. Did you try again, just for one more time, just for the heck of it, to reschedule, or did he, since he couldn't make it and didn't let you know and just didn't show up, did they reach out to you to try to reschedule?
No. And there was supposed to be an informational meeting about next year, because you have to find out from the party how you're going to get their endorsement. So if they don't let you know when events are coming up, how are you going to know? There's not a website. There's not I didn't see anything on the Board of Elections. So it's not like I'm not online Googling and going to these places that are supposed to be resources.
So the Yonkers Democrats, there's no information like to go. I know, like, you go to Board of Elections if it's a county race.
Correct.
And you can find out a lot of things on the county website, but there's nothing to find out for
when I went
Yonkers.
On the website, and maybe it's different now, when you go to click on it, it gives you this icon that says it's not secure or there's no privacy. And for me, when I see that, I just go back, because I don't want any spam. I don't want anyone going into my information because it's an unsecure link. So I never went into it because it didn't seem secure. When I went on the Facebook page, some of the information seemed like it was from a couple years ago. I couldn't find out who the ward leaders were, who the district leaders are. Do you know?
Yeah, if you're up to date on what's going on with the Democratic Party, then yeah, you know who the ward leaders are and the district leaders are. But you remind me of Tasha Diaz, my niece. Nobody gave her the time of day either, and she tried, and you know what? She worked her butt off, and she got in. Now she's a councilwoman.
So let me because I know for time, we'll make sure you get your time in, and also just so you know, my co-host here made history as the first Latina councilwoman in Yonkers. So she knows
that was a long time ago, honey.
It's still important. It's still important.
But so she knows the Yonkers system.
Yes.
Now, I mean, we talked about that. Now, why should people vote for you? Who are you? Why should people vote for you?
You should vote for me because if I'm willing to put myself out there just as a write-in candidate, how many people have even heard of write-in candidates? If I have the gumption, the audacity, the passion to do this, what else would I do? I plan on, if I'm a judge, I'm fair now as a judge. There's nothing that's going to change about me. I would probably be the youngest judge sitting in Yonkers Court in history. I haven't looked it up, but I'm 36 years old. I'm going to be the youngest one when I'm voted in November. And that's important. I would be the only full-time female judge sitting in Yonkers City Court, and I believe I'd be the first black female judge in Yonkers City Court. And I'm telling people you need diversity, not just race, but in age, because with every issue, everyone with their background, whether it's culture, race, religion, you have a different opinion. You have a different viewpoint, and we need that. We need not just in Yonkers, but this whole country. It's so important.
So right now, at Yonkers, the only minority judge is
In-law.
Evan In-law.
Yes.
Holy crap.
No one even realizes that.
Holy crap.
And before him, who was it?
Was it
what?
October?
How long ago was that?
25, 30 years.
And, it's also Judge Quinones. I don't want to forget him. I
Judge
love
Quinones,
Yes.
yes, but he's not based out of Yonkers, is he?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Damn. I know him, and I didn't even know where he was based out of.
And
Is
that
he
just
Yonkers
speaks
City
for
Court
itself.
Judge?
Is Judge Quinones a Yonkers City Court judge?
Yes, he is. I was in front of him. When I was in front of him, he was.
Oh, okay.
I
So
met him.
that's
I met him
everyone.
at your brother's event.
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
brothers,
He hangs out with my brother a lot. He's very close to my brother.
So, for anybody listening, they want to know more about you. Do you have social media? Do you have a website? How do people
Yes.
outside of this get in touch with you?
So I don't run my website. I run a lot of things, but thankfully I have someone to do that for me. It's bestforYonkersCityCourt.com, and it's the same thing for my Facebook. It's Best for Yonkers City Court. I have a profile page. I don't run my website. A regular page, kind of like just a sponsorship page. I have an Instagram. It's all Best for Yonkers City Court. You can look my name up because my name is important. Karen, Karen Best. I'm doing this grassroots. I have family members that help me. I have friends that help me, but you'll see me outside knocking on doors mostly by myself. You'll see me at events mostly by myself. I don't have a lot of people who can, donate money or give a lot to me, but I have passion and drive, and that's what I'm using to get myself out there, get my name out there, and hopefully people will relate.
So you have a couple of comments. I finally just pulled up the comments. Aleda Castillo, she said, "You go, girl.
Thank
Proud
you.
of your tenacity."
Thank
you. Cicely Greaves said, "Karen Best, is it good to run to get your name out there for present or future positions like AJ mentioned?"
I am currently focusing on present because I want Yonkers City Court. I'm not looking to run for Westchester County. I want Yonkers City Court. I worked there for 4 to 5 years. I want to go back to my home. That's where I started my legal profession, and that's my home. So if I don't get it this year, I promise you I will try to get it next year and the year after that. That's how dedicated I am.
Well, next year, is there going to be an open position?
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you
Yes.
know?
Because this is what I heard.
Okay, what did you hear?
I heard that you were doing a write-in this year, and that's the only thing I heard, that you were doing a write-in this year so that people can get to know your name so that then you can run next year.
Gail Baxter, I just wanted to real quick. Gail Baxter said, "Good evening, AJ and Lorraine."
Hey,
She
Gail.
said the Democratic Party responds on the basis of not your turn. It is
bingo.
It is
yes, Gail.
It is disgraceful.
Yes,
It is-
absolutely,
it is
100%.
It is disgraceful, and most on the bench had to wait their turn.
Absolutely.
Which discourages talent like yours. Just keep going. Unfortunately, the Democratic Party chair is already committed to a particular candidate. But so you're dead to them right now. But she said keep going. And then someone else said they pretend to care. I'm trying to get. I think that's all the comments that had to do with this. So
Well, not to cut you off, just to answer your question.
Yeah.
Because all I've heard is rumors too.
Yeah.
So I was told there should be 2 to 3 positions available. The position that's available now is because Judge Gaffney, who I like,
I love him.
He's great. Some people don't like him, but
okay.
No, okay.
I heard a story about him.
I want to hear it.
No, I don't. Go ahead. I want to hear you. Go ahead.
So the only reason why his position is open right now is because he's retiring.
Yeah, 70, right?
Yes. So there might be two or three other positions available depending on whether, say, like Judge Quinones, he might want to go to family court, or Judge Scatteradic, a neighbor, might go up to county full time. So it depends on what's available. Judge Martinelli might retire. So it's all speculation from what I know, but all I know is from rumors.
Yeah.
So you are running. You are serious running. You are running for this election. That's what people need to know.
As a writing candidate.
Right.
Spell your name one more time and tell people what your website is again.
KARENBEST. And it's not a mistake that my last name is Best, by the way. And my website is bestforYonkersCityCourt.com. My email is bestforYonkersCityCourt@gmail.com. So I can't get back to everyone on my own. Like I said, I have people helping me, but I try to get back to people as quick as possible. If you want to reach out to me again, Facebook, Instagram, I am available.
Is there anything I didn't ask you that you want people to know?
Just my name, KARENBEST. Know that I am passionate about this. I'm a write-in candidate for this year, and they're probably the rumor that I'm doing it for next year because I'll do it over and over and over again to send a
But
message.
right now, what matters is you're running this year.
November 5th, and people need to know that October 26th, it's early voting this year. I know it's supposed to be at the Riverfront Library.
Riverfront and the other library. What's the other one that's
Wilton.
Yeah.
The Will Library?
Yes.
Yeah, they're both. It's both.
Central.
Because I just wrote a story for the paper. Yeah.
So you can vote early for me. You have to go to City Court Judge at the top and go all the way to the bottom under write-in and write my name in BEST.
I thank you for coming. I'm sorry we had to squeeze you in. I had already had the show scheduled but I thought that people needed to see you and people needed to know that there was another candidate, and we tried to expose, and shed light on all of that. I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Best, play on words. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
And hopefully this is not the last time you come to the show.
Oh, it won't.
If there's some issues you'd like to discuss or whatever. Well, I think if you're a judge, you can't talk about certain things. But definitely is an open door policy we'd like to see and like to follow your path.
Thank you.
Because Damon and I are both thoroughly impressed with you.
Thank you.
By your resume, and we will talk offline.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm always available.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Right.
Well, nice meeting you.
Nice meeting
Good
you.
luck.
Thank you. Sorry, my hands are cold.
No, it's okay.
I don't know. My sound effects are not working. Usually I play a round of applause. It's not working right now. So
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That's better than the digital stuff.